This is the Canadian Journalist, November 9th, 2023. The lead story of the day, attacking Russia with NATO weapons. Russia says that Ukraine has attacked a butter factory in Russia's Kursk region. The mayor released images on Telegram of cluster bombs with English lettering. TASS.com, military operation Ukraine, story November 8th. A Ukrainian drone dropped 3 cluster munitions on a butter-making factory in the border area of Russia's Kursk region, Governor Roman Starovot said. In Suja, a Ukrainian drone attacked a butter-making factory. 3 cluster bombs were dropped from it. Fortunately, there were no casualties. 2 munitions exploded and damaged production barrels and underground storage facilities. Here we are on the Telegram. Here is the pictures that they were speaking of the cluster bombs. There's a date on that one, 01/11/21. So January 11th, 2021. Another one, this one is October 11th, 2021. And that's it. Thankfully, no one was harmed by the bombs that were dropped via drone attack. Cluster bombs used to be a point of contention because they violate the laws of war. Also, Ukraine has many times promised not to attack inside of Russia's borders, so all of those previous norms are now out the window. And yet, on Wednesday, European Commissioner President Ursula von der Leyen recommended launching membership talks with Ukraine and Moldova. Here we have on RT News, the executive body has also recommended that Moldova be invited to begin accession discussions. In a statement by the President, Ursula von der Leyen of the European Commission described it as a historic day because today the Commission recommends that the EU Council opens accession negotiations with Ukraine and Moldova. Kyiv has been deeply reforming, end quote, the country even amid the conflict with Moscow, von der Leyen claimed. She further stated that Ukraine has already carried out, quote, well over 90% of the necessary steps, end quote, for membership set out by the bloc last year. Quote, on this basis, we have recommended today that the Council opens accession negotiations. We also recommend that the Council adopts a negotiation framework once Ukraine has carried out the ongoing reforms, end quote, von der Leyen added. And here's a quote, I am confident that Moldova will make rapid progress on its path to the EU. Its efforts are impressive, but since we say that EU membership is a process based primarily on merit, we should not focus on 2030. For some, it may happen sooner or later, she stated. So back to the main article. She says that Ukraine has been deeply reforming the country since the war began. Has it? Has she missed all the canceling of the elections? Corruption charges of high-ranking officials? Shutting down of opposition parties? Persecution of religion and prosecution of draft dodging? Where has she been this last year? Hungary opposed adding Ukraine to the EU and said that the idea of admitting a country at war is absurd. This is the Canadian Journalist. Thanks for listening to The Lead.